Hey guys, what's going on? This is another Airsoft Dude 1 production. Today we're going to be doing a kind of a quick overview of everything that I'm taking to Milsim West Kazakh Offensive. This is going to be a 3-day Milsim operation in Victorsville, California. It's right outside LA. So today I'll be driving down to LA, and then we will be staying the night, and then tomorrow the op starts, staying Sunday night, and then drive back. So as you can see, there's a tank there for a Polar Star. No, that's not mine. I don't like Polar Stars, never will, except for in certain roles, and I think I'm going to make a video about that. But anyways, that's one of our teammates' Polar Star gear, this, and that. He flew down about a week ago, and he couldn't take his scuba tank, so we offered to drive it down. First I'm going to start off with my brain bucket. It's a pretty simple setup. I've got a battery charging stick on here. I've got a contour mount, but I don't intend on using the contour in here much. I've got a wire that I tuck into here, and then I route it around so I can constant charge my GoPro and it won't run out of battery. USA Canada patch, reversed American flag. Here is a kind of a ghetto mounted Surefire. The way I did it was kind of interesting, actually. I put the rail mount on the side here, and on the arc rail, and then I put the rail mount for a other flashlight that I had, and I zip tied this on there. I know it's kind of ghetto, but I did this because I didn't have time to get the actual mount. It would have taken too long and wasn't worth it to me. So this is the Surefire red and white, and then also the IFF. See if you can see it there. You can kind of see it, but there. So that's an infrared strobe, so teammates know who you are, which doesn't really work for us because both sides have NVGs. So so the cool thing is I didn't put the screw in there, but the zip tie keeps it tight enough so that you can slide it on and it won't jiggle off. I know it looks like it's pointed a little bit that way, but it doesn't really matter, because if it was straight, it would almost be too far. But this is going decently straight enough so that even if I'm looking at something in my backyard, it's straight in front of my face. On top, I just keep my my mouth guard, and then I have my mouth guard on a rubber band so that when it sits in my mouth, it's hard for me to talk when it's in my mouth. But if I just spit it out, the rubber bands will keep it holding. I got an NVG mount for my contour, so it sits right above my eyebrow, and then another link on the back, just a Singer patch. Inside, I'm running Z Tactical or Element. I don't really know which. Not Comtax. Sorry, I'm tired. Sordens, and then a contour profile mount, or rotating mount on there, so I can record when I'm not wearing my brain bucket. My first line here, this is the back of it. I've got a deployment pack, and then I've got 2 short mags. I explained these in a previous video, why I run short mags. If you want to know, go watch that. Here's my dump pouch folded up. Don't really intend on using it too much, but it's there just in case we take a heavy contact and we run through mags. Here is my Foliage Warrior 1911 Tokyo Marui, with Marine Corps grips on it. So that was really cool. I found those in my garage and I put them on here. Only problem is the weight. Now the weights aren't in there because this is solid rubber, so this gun's super light and feels like a toy. And then here's 2 more mags. As you can see, I've got an extended 50 round mag here, and then I've got my backup 2 mags here. In the deployment pack, on the most right side is fully medical. I've got 3 compression bandages, gauze, and a roll of tape, and then an ace bandage shoved at the bottom. You open these clips up. I'm going to sit down here. I know this looks like really horrible camo. The camera really picks it up worse. It is pretty bad, but it's not too off from this, and this is pretty good. So the cameras just kind of accentuate the colors. So I open this up. Right immediately I have just a little tiny Cree flashlight. Nothing super special. It's like $3. Here I have a backup speed loader. In the top compartment, or the main compartment, I've got a thing of beef jerky, granola bar, 2 Cliff bars, I think, yeah, and then a thing of Cliff blocks or shot blocks. These are really good and they give you quick calories. In the leftmost pack on here, I've got a roll of 550 cord, paracord if you prefer to call it. This you can literally use for anything, so it's good to have on your person. These are just sitting in there because I didn't have really any other place to put it. These are just lighters. This is a jet lighter, and then this is a Zippo lighter. These are for my stove. Why they're in there? It's just because I didn't. Everything else is pretty tightly packed, so I didn't really have any other place to put it when I was looking for a place to put it at 1 o'clock this morning. Here's just a propane adapter, yet again, same reason on placement. When I get there, things will be adjusted. And then a small, unjamming / cleaning kit. Pretty basic, just lube, Q-tips, lube, Q-tips, and gauze pads. So that's my first line. Pretty simple. This doesn't bounce around too much because there's not really any girth to it, so which is nice. Moving over to my primary kit. I'm going to try and adjust my camera holding setup here. There we go. Okay, so you can see here I've got a Emerson, I think it is. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, Emerson JPC in the tan edition, jumpable plate carrier, keeping with the Air Force Pararescue in the loadout. Got a Baofeng UV5R right here with an extended battery and an extended antenna. Awesome ham radio. Already pre-programmed, well, not pre-programmed, but I have already pre-programmed it to all of the channels for this Milsom West operation. Climbing carabiner and a small roll of tape. Here I've got IR or an IR glow stick. I need to put a green one over here because there's a purpose for using green. Source brand hydration setup, awesome hydration setup. I posted a video about a year ago about those, so check that out on my channel. In the very top, pretty simple, I've got my enlistment oath and my not legal in California patch. In here I've got a speed loader down in there, a waterproof REI journal, which I have radio channels and whatnot pre-written in. Then I've got pens, Sharpies and whatnot to mark maps and whatnot. on my right shoulder, I've got my Milsim West tourniquet. The other one will be going on my front panel right here. Right here is the push-to-talk that runs to here. 2-pin. It is not a 2-pin Midland style. It's like a millimeter more between the two prongs, so you got to get a Baofeng one. Learned that the hard way. There's a squirrel running around in my backyard. Running 3 mags up front here. These mags are the KWA K120s. Awesome mags, easy to take apart, don't jam. Like, seriously, look at how janky that is. And yeah, I've only had them jam up one time, and that was at Milsim West Strike on the Steps, when there was so much dirt and pretty much the whole kit was just laying in dirt. Anyways, awesome mags, highly suggest them. They're worth the extra money. On the left side, here's a PTT that would run to the Midland, so I can communicate with lower people that don't have the ham radio. So kind of the squad level at that point. Here I've got one smoke grenade. Enola Gay sponsored me at the last Milsim West, so I've still got kind of a surplus of them. I made this little duct tape Kydex here. The smoke grenade just kind of pops into that, as you can see here. Just kind of fills it out, and then it doesn't do this and slide out of the top. And then I have the bottom strap on that, so that works. I've got a Thunder Bee as a sound distraction. In this SAW 249 pouch, I've got the rest of my smoke grenades. As you can see, I have duct tape on the top of them because I've seen too many people accidentally pull their smoke grenade pins willy-nilly. So here are my smokes. I've got a big EG18. This was awesome. Got a couple smaller wire pulls, and then I've got a super ghetto flare one. This is really ghetto. It like shoots a fireball out of it, so that's always fun. Okay, moving to the back of the kit. The base thing you see is a Tactical Assault Gear 50-ounce hydration bladder holder, which I've had for like 2 years, and it's wonderful. Awesome pouch. If you want to use it just as a back panel, go for it. I suggest it. It's super streamlined. As you can see on the sides, I've modified it with paracord so it stays more streamlined. If you want to know more about that, comment and I'll make another video about that. I've got a POW MIA flag folded properly and rubber banded the bottom 4 times so it is not going to come off. But I can just rip it off if I need to, or somebody could. Actually, I can reach around and do it. The reason for this is because I know people who have been lost in combat, and I carry this for them. So yeah, here is a Sharpie, and then I've got 4 2-foot zip, or 2 or 3 foot zip ties. I think they're 3 foot. Just for, I mean, 1, it fills out the back more, 2, gives you something else to handle, and 3, it makes it more stiff so that when I put my backpack on top of it, it doesn't catch on the molly. Besides the fact of their practical application of anything. Here I've got 2 buddy mags. This is my ready mag, so like this is the mag that will go into my gun, and then this is a buddy mag. So anybody who's sitting behind me can grab it, and I'm rather tired, and engage targets if they need. This is my shoulder bag. This is my DSLR bag, actually. So this is where all my camera stuff sits, as well as my DSLR. my big camera that I do photography with. On the side I've got a 511 boot knife, awesome knife, razor sharp. Comes with a cool little, almost like a Kydex Serpa thingy. IR flag, nothing really special there. GoPro on a tripod mount, and then the big pouch has my DSLR, and this just has my ready stuff for on the road. Cool. So here I've got my AO maps, which actually a guy in my squad has, not me, but they will be going in here. This is Stevens Trail in Colfax, California. Awesome hike if you live around there. Okay, so we're going to go to the big pack now. As you can see on the bottom, I've got a sleeping pad, and going to the top, I have a additional pack on the top molly straps. It doesn't really look great, but I don't care. Right in here, I've got all of my Mountain House meals. I've got 4 main meals. Yeah, 4 main meals, 1 dessert, and then another dessert. This is the apple cobbler. So that I'm excited about. Okay, and so on the outside right here, I've got a visible strobe. That could be used for a number of practical applications, real-world medical applications, anything. So that's why that's there. Got to mark a target in the middle of the night, got to whatever, it's there. So that kind of just sits in that. But undoing this, I'm not going to try and take things out because they're packed in there pretty tight. But I've got tuna. Awesome, a lot of protein for the low amount of calories, so that's a really good substitute. This entire pack is packed right here with, or this pouch is packed with, oh shit. Now moving on to this pouch over here on the side. Well, it's stuffed with IR chemolites here. I don't know if you can see them, but this, a bunch. I've got IR like this one, I've got blue, I've got green, and I've got 1 red. Then this Pitzel headlamp, or if you're in Britain, torch. Awesome little thing. Actually, no, this is the one I got on Amazon for $10. It's really good. It's really bright. It's got multiple modes. It's got red, 2 red, 1 white. It strobes. It's awesome. Well worth the $10 I paid for it. And then I used this all summer long at Scout Camp, so tried and tested. I've also got a compass so that I can navigate. And I don't think there's really too many other things. I've got my MSR pocket rocket in there. I've got my spoon, fork, knife, MSR pocket rocket stove. Awesome stove, super lightweight. Just some no-name, Coleman butane fuel gas. This is the cheapest stuff I could find at Big 5. And that's that pouch. On this side, not too much there. Just got a half-empty thing of 40 DEET bug spray. Pretty good stuff there, especially in swampy stuff. So, duct tape, and then 3 bottles of water. Reason for the bottles of water is because these Mountain House meals use about a water bottle full of water. So you bring water bottles, those go straight in. I've got a bunch more that I need to actually add in there. So I'm not going to open it up from the bottom. I'm going to open it up from the top just because why not? I'll go over the very top at the end. Okay, now that I've pulled the draw straps back, I've got a Nalgene with a non-Nalgene lid on it because the lid broke. Okay, the orange bag is clothes. Don't really need to go over my clothes, I don't think. Top is Real World Medical. Got the Dust Off medical patch in there. No, I'm not claiming to be a dust off, so don't call stolen valor on me. Main thing to talk about here is the contents of the black bag. I've pretty much compartmentalized everything like I did before, only this time I'm doing it better. First thing that comes out is a green dry bag. Now the dry bag, this is just a, what is this, a 2 liter or a 1 liter? I don't know. I think it's a 2 liter. Dry bag. Super cheap. Got this on one of those discount apps that sell stuff. Pretty nice. Pretty sure the buckles are going to break though. It holds all of my batteries. You know, all of my CR123 alphas, all of my 11.1 lipos, all of my batteries. So that's nice. Keeps them dry, and I don't have to worry about them. This bag right here, this has all of my IR nighttime stuff. So this will be kind of a surprise for you guys, and I'm not going to go into the contents of that right now. Then I've got an extra breakfast and an extra dessert just because I had them laying around and I thought, why not? This was my GP pouch at the last Meal from West. Now it's my tool pouch. So, you know, basic tools. If something goes wrong in the field, hopefully I can work on it. You can hear the things in there. Binos. And 2 sets of backup iPro. So another set of glasses style with full seal, and then goggles with 2 different lenses. Yoldi can of propane. At the very bottom, because it's not really mission critical, I've got some climbing gear. I've got about 40 feet of climbing rope. I've got tie downs, or i.e. webbing, and then I've got a belay device, and then I've got rope to make a Swiss seat. So if I need to do something stupid, I can do it more safely. Then right here in this black bag is my whoopee. If you don't know what a whoopee is, then go look up on Article 15. You probably have one. And then that is the sleeping device, because they said we don't need sleeping bags. So some people are bringing, you know, bivvies. I'm just bringing the whoopee. A bunch of people are just bringing the whoopee, and it should be fine, because it doesn't get below like 60 at night right now in California. And then I've just got a bunch of sound flash shells for the Thunderbees. So I've got about 7 Thunderbees. So gonna be some good boom. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This has been another Airsoft Dude 1 production. Like I said, today, November 29 and I are driving down to LA, and it should be a good time. There should be snippets from the drive posted, and I look forward to that. So thanks for watching, and I know this has been another long and drawn out overview of everything, but hopefully if you're going to a multi-day milsim operation, now you know what to take ×2. So thanks for watching guys, I'm out.